Hi everyone, this is my module for my assignment 5, revisions and rationale. So this is looking at the lesson plans that I outlined on the unit from module 3. And so here is what I would do differently. So first off, what changes would I make? Basically, I would be more purposeful about the application of skills within this unit. What I mean by that is the unit that I had outlined for you guys is kind of like an introduction to argumentative writing, and a lot of it is actually fake or made up. It's the murder mystery, and so being more purposeful about showing them the skills that they're learning with this made up information to actual like credible sources and how you would then apply those to stuff that you would see in the real world. I would also give them more reflection time and more time to assess what they're doing and to also peer edit. So that's something that didn't really happen in this unit, and I would like to see them going over what they've done and really solidifying some of those skills. The unit that, or the lessons that are coming up after this, will ask them to write an argumentative essay, but on a different topic, much more real world, and it'll be cross-curricular between social studies and ELA. So it'll be using that content. I have built in, because I saw the need for this, but there's several instances in the upcoming weeks where they will do a lot of peer editing and review. I also want to do this so that some of those skills that they need to work on, we figure out what those are and we get them worked out. The ISTE standard that I'm applying to this assignment would be for educators 2.1c, which is basically to stay current with research that supports improving student learning outcomes, including findings from the learning sciences. So again, I'm always thinking and reflecting on ways that I can help improve those student learning outcomes. In the unit, did I think that tasks yield appropriate evidence of identified understandings? I do for this unit, basically because I was very purposeful about the tasks that I asked them to do and the data that I collected on them, what level of understanding I wanted them to have when I did that. So for example, when I wanted to know if they got the vocabulary, I gave them a Google form that basically had them identify, or like it was multiple choice, so that they could show me that they understood the vocabulary and what it meant. But then when I wanted to see some of their writing skills, I actually asked them to apply what we had learned with the vocabulary to a set writing prompt. And so I did feel like the results that I got and the data that I got on them were pretty accurate and pretty appropriate. Do the tasks involve a complex real world application? I already kind of went over that I don't think that they did because the murder mystery was made up. Now they will have to apply it in real world context later, so that's coming up. So I do know that that's important to do for this unit, but I do think it was pretty authentic. I also, within this unit, had guest speakers come in that were from the real world. So we had a paramedic come in and talk to them so that they got to see their career. We also talked to a police officer and police detective, and then we also were able to talk to an attorney to get to see how we can apply the skills that we were learning into different careers. So that was kind of cool and pretty real world, I would say. Are a variety of appropriate assessment formats used to provide additional evidence of learning? Yes, I kind of covered that already. I feel like the assessments that I used, there was a pretty broad range of assessments that I did, and it was specific to what I wanted to get out of that data. And then lastly, are students given the opportunity to self-assess and reflect upon their learning and performance? Not really in this unit. They do get to reflect at the end to see if they were right, because there was a right or wrong answer, so we do go through that, but that also comes in the next unit, like I said. So those are the different changes or the things that I would change about my lessons that I provided you guys with in Module 3, so on the last assignment. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this reflection.